there, it's celebration mode as two Nigerian ladies who recently returned from Lebanon have both been delivered of bouncing babies. Can you just imagine the coincidence? The two of them who arrived in Nigeria from Lebanon on the same day gave birth on the same day. That's not all. Nigerian-born boxer Efe Agba has just recorded a resounding win as NIDCOM boss Honorable Abike Dabiri Erewa congratulates Ezia Juhi as he is re-elected as the mayor of Brent in the United Kingdom. Stay tuned for these and much more on today's edition of The Diaspora. And I'm your host, Koinsola Adetumbi. Stay tuned. You recall the evacuation of stranded Nigerians from Lebanon? Well, they have since settled in, but here is a beautiful coincidence. Two ladies who happen to be pregnant at the same time have both put to bed and given birth to bouncing baby boys. Let's hear more of the good news from the Senior Special Assistant to the Oyo State Governor on Diaspora Affairs, Mrs. Bolanle Sharumi Aliyu.
Olùṣèyí ṣóńṣó ọmọ ẹ bá tán flash kí lorúkọ muslim ẹ náà Pariam ọláwọládé sí olójú ẹ náà rí dáadáa ṣá àkórí ẹ̀bùn pàtàkì lọ́mọ bíbí.
NIDCOM boss Honorable Abike Dabiri Erewa felicitates with the Oyo State government over the good news. His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Oyo State, Engineer Sheyi Makinde, Lebanese Ambassador to Nigeria, His Excellency Hussam Dieng, the Nigerian Ambassador to Lebanon, and staff of the mission. The CEO, Silver Wings Travel Agency, Mr. Mahmoud Said, NAPTIP and IOM for facilitating their successful repatriation on the 11th of July 2020. Wow, congratulations to both parents. NIDCOM boss Honorable Abike Dabiri Erewa is making good to her promise by partnering with the National Directorate for Employment NDE in training in small and medium enterprises.
Nigerian Directorate of Employment, in collaboration with Nigerian Diaspora Commission, facilitated by our Honorable Chairman, Mrs. Abike Dabiri Erewa, organized and facilitated about over 100 participants to come and benefit from a rare opportunity in the modern economics that we are in today. It is establishing and giving people life, little beginnings, because everything about life is little by little, and it expands into imaginable extent that you cannot even fathom. Most of the participants here are going to be given millions of naira in loans and other facilities for them to establish their business. They are converting them, taking them away from the streets and converting them into managers of business on the streets. They are going to conquer, in the next 2-3 months, they'll be conquering poverty and enjoying farming like the way things are supposed to be. So it's only right again we thank Honorable Abike Dabiri Erewa for putting all this together, for bringing this to the grassroots, because that is where the poverty is rife, the grassroots. Now we are in the grassroots. Hopefully, this behind me are going to be breadwinners. And the multiplier effect, we can only imagine. I believe that every one of them has about 7 other dependents. So that is taking 7 times 100. That's about 700 other people away from poverty. It's unbelievable. I commend Mr. Nasser Agungu, Abike Dabiru, Nigerian Diaspora Commission Lagos, and the NDA staff for putting all this together.
The training is meant to raise entrepreneurs. There's unemployment around, but if you have young entrepreneurs that will be self-employed, in due time, they will also be employers of labor. Therefore, we have reduced unemployment in the market. We are encouraging youths to be entrepreneurs, because if you talk to our youths today, those who have graduated, they have a lot of ideas, but the issue is fund. And the government has come up with this NISA microfinance bank to ensure that the youths who have ideas to become entrepreneurs are supported. So that's the whole essence of this training. As soon as we finish training them, they are expected to go to the platform, the NISA platform, and register. As soon as they register, we will upload their certificate, and then they will be called for interviews.
Actually, I've benefited a lot from the program because I have an ideas which I can't actualize on my own, but the training has helped me a lot to be able to bring my ideas into reality. And it has made me to know that I don't have to sit in a spot in order to achieve my dreams. It has helped me and made me to realize that even the government can also help us to bring our dreams to reality. So I really want to appreciate them for this wonderful opportunity given to us.
We've learned much about the theory of business and entrepreneur. To me, this is more like the practical aspects, and I believe that this will help us as youths to help the economy to thrive in several ways with ideas and through our SMEs, our small and medium enterprises we have in mind.
Diaspora focal point officers are the first points of call in the value chain engagement with Nigerians in the diaspora, hence the frequent interface with the Nigerians in Diaspora Commission. Let's hear from the Cross River Diaspora focal point officer, Dr. Matthew Okiri Okeyim.
As one that has the experience, that has the background, and that has lived overseas, I have been able to set up a data bank of all the cross-Riverians across the diaspora, working with the embassies, working with the missions. And I have been able to serve as a link and as a bridge between those out of the country and those at home, thereby creating a kind of an information awareness on what the government has done and what the government is intending to do. And as far as I'm concerned, in my first tenure, I was able to attract 32 medical doctors from the United Kingdom who came to Cross River State and rendered free medical health to the people of Cross River State. Since then, I've also been trying to engage other Cross Riverians in Carolina, in Maryland, and even in Belgium and in Holland to come home and contribute their quota to the development of the state. The governor has provided a good political atmosphere, a good enabling ground for most Cross-Riverians who have the ability, who are competent, who are learned enough, and who have the resource to come home and invest in Cross River State. So far so good. I think most of the Cross-Riverians in the diaspora, in a few months to come, in a few years to come, are ready to come home and contribute to the development of their state.
But about tourism, Calabar is
of course.
Center of
I was going to go there also. Now, if we look at the Budikato Ranch, it's one of the best tourist centers. What about Tinapa? It's one of the best tourist centers. and a few others, Carlos Vegas and the rest of them. So Cross River, see?
Calabar Carnival.
Of course, that was that's the heartbeat of the world. You know, and so Cross River is a tourist center that is known not only in Nigeria but across Africa, and that's why the governor himself is called the digital governor of Nigeria, not even Cross River State, because everything has been digitalized. So whatever is doing, whatever we are into, the world is watching us, our people are watching us, and they are seeing it. And so now it is my own responsibility to make it as a kind of a challenge to them to say, look, this is what and what you have to come and do for your people. And of course, as time goes on, every night come has a merit, has an award for those of them who are ready to invest.
As the United Nations celebrates World Peace Day, NIDCOM partners with the West African Action Network on small arms and peace-building mechanisms. The chairman CEO was represented by ACP Sylvester Ezefuna, a member of the Interpol.
We will all agree that Nigerians in Diaspora Commission has a lot as an agency to do with what is going on today. And you are aware that the commission is barely 1 year old and it has gone places. The commission takes charge of all situations that concern Nigerians all over the world. About or more than 17 million Nigerians are under the purview of the Honorable Chairman of the Commission. We are being briefed that is a day that has been slated for Global Peace Initiative. There is no way you cannot involve a commission like Diaspora Commission, because peace is intertwined with good living. Peace is intertwined with good justice. And this justice is what the Commission has been championing all over the world to ensure that Nigerians who are spread all over the world, in fact, anywhere in the world that you do not find a Nigerian, then that country is virtually uninhabitable. Yes, but the Commission has been reaching out, especially within the COVID period, where you can also witness that Nigerians in South Africa, in Saudi Arabia, in Lebanon, in the US, and in the continental Europe have been helped through the effort of NIDCOM to enjoy relative peace, comfort, and the warmth of their motherland, Nigeria. We are here to key into this project and to ensure that there is synergy and collaboration between the intelligence community, the NGOs such as this, the Nigerians in Diaspora Commission, and all other agencies that will help to ensure that there is peace and there is justice in the entire nation, Nigeria, and even as it transcends outside of Nigeria.
Many thanks to NIDCOM for always being at the forefront. Now, the Nigerians in Diaspora Organization Americas held its annual general meeting, and we just couldn't help but bring you excerpts from this inspirational speech by the President of the African Development Bank, Dr. Akinwumi Adesina. Please take a listen.
So good to see you all, and I hope you're all keeping safe and keeping well in the current context. I'm absolutely delighted to address you today at the opening of the 2020 Annual General Meeting of the Nigerians in Diaspora Organization Americas. And I am so proud of you all for keeping Nigeria's flag flying high and for extolling the best virtues of who we are as Nigerians through exemplary conduct and achievements and accomplishments as well. I thank God that He made me a Nigerian. I come from a land of diversity. Now, how many people in the world today can boast of 371 tribes? How many countries? From the east to the west, to the north to the south. We are so beautifully and wonderfully made. Yes, we have our challenges, but we are not alone. Roses come with thorns. Our diversity must become our strength. Our challenges must make us stronger and more resilient. Our history must teach us to accommodate each other, to love each other, and to embrace each other, and to honor each other, and to promote each other. Nigeria is made for greatness. Some may question this, for sometimes our challenges make us despair, but we should not despair. We should learn. We should change. We should unite. We should build a much more inclusive, equitable, and prosperous Nigeria. We must be a nation where dreams are born, where nurturing is given, a nation that supports the achievements of dreams. Dreams at home, dreams abroad, dreams globally. Think of it. I'm reminded of my own journey in the diaspora several decades ago. As a young man, I traveled to the United States to pursue my doctoral studies in agricultural economics at Purdue University in Indiana, cold Indiana. I'll never forget my first winter experience. I thought that Hamilton breeze was what they call cold. Boy, it was really terribly cold at Purdue, yet it is a world-class university. But no cold, no matter how biting, can ever deter a Nigerian. I simply got fired up in the cold, and that's how Nigerians are made. They adapt and they excel. By God's grace, I graduated with a PhD in agricultural economics with an outstanding PhD thesis award. That story, I'm sure, can be said for many Nigerians. The fact is, wherever Nigerians go, we strive in whatever we do. Wherever we are, we stand out. Each one of you is an exemplar of that indefatigable spirit of resilience and excellence.
Thank you so much to the dynamic president of the African Development Bank. In the meantime, the chairman CEO of the Nigerians in Diaspora Commission, Honorable Abike Dabiri Erewa, has congratulated the Nigerian-born scientist and counselor Ernest Eziajui, who was elected to serve a second 4-year term as the mayor of Brent, United Kingdom. The congratulatory message is contained in a statement by NIDCOM Head of Media and Public Relations, Abdurrahman Balogun. Mrs. Dabiri Erewa said the re-election of Councillor Eziajui was a testament to his outstanding performance during his first term, which earned him the respect of the people. She advised him to continue to impact positively on the people, especially those who gave him the mandate, by living up to the expectations. The NIDCOM bus urged other Nigerians living abroad to emulate the friendly disposition of Councillor Eziajui that endeared him to the people outside the shores of Nigeria.
Not so fast. Look, I'm tired. I want to check out of this country for greener pastures.
Just calm down for a moment. Please sit down.
Do you have a job where you're going to?
No, but someone is arranging, Listen, Alinko. Checking out of this country without proper planning means one thing. Unimaginable begin. I've been in the diaspora, but legitimately doing great things at home and abroad. As I've been saying, without the proper footing abroad, the risk is not worth it. Listen, Alinko, it's better to be home than be trapped abroad, or even end up in prison.
Seen this video in circulation. However, this video did not portray the true picture of the scenario. Here is what happened.
For the citizens. That is it. Shame. Shame.
Shame on you people. You are a disgrace. No change! No change! You are saying that you know that we go here and you go to the worst.
In line with with COVID-19 protocol, the embassy in Bern, Switzerland is only allowed to attend to 10 applicants. However, the mission worked out a program that made it possible to attend to a maximum of 20 daily, spacing out the appointments. But on this day, 64 Nigerians besieged the Nigerian mission in Bern. It turned out that only 10 of them were scheduled appointments, so 54 of them had no appointments for that day. That apart, they had not made the mandatory online payment, and majority of the applicants came from Italy and Spain without any appointment whatsoever. And without any payments made online, the embassy only reopened the COVID-19 pandemic lockdown in July and were restricted to attending to a limited number as stipulated by the country's COVID-19 protocol. It is also instructive to note, as stated earlier, the majority of the applicants came in from Italy and Spain without a prior appointment and without making the mandatory online payment. While the Nigerian ambassador to Switzerland, Ambassador Baba Madugu, was addressing them and appealing to them to respect the COVID-19 rules in place and also follow due process, they barged in through the front door and overcrowded a hall that was meant to receive only 10 people at a time. The mission did not call the police as erroneously stated in the video, but invited the embassy protection units to bring calm and decorum back to the hall. The men of the embassy protection units addressed them, looking through the appointment list, and advised those not on appointment and those who had not made their payments online to calm down, while they were given phone numbers and email to access, book an appointment and make their online payments. Those on appointment and those who had made their online payments were attended to, while others were advised to follow the due process, with an assurance that everyone will be attended to. The Nigerian mission in Bern is still attending to Nigerians who follow the process, pay online, and book their appointments as stipulated. Nigerians are always winning. Honorable Abike Jabiri Erewa, Chairman CEO of the Nigerians in Diaspora Commission, has congratulated Nigerian-born boxer Efe Ajagba for defeating his American opponent Johnny Rice in a keenly contested fight in Las Vegas, Nevada. Jabiri Erewa gave the commendation in a statement by NIDCOM head of Media and Public Relations Abdurrahman Balogun. She said that the victory over the American boxer was not only a thing of pride to Nigerians, but to Africa as a whole. Thank you for staying all through the program. We hope it's been worth your while. And in case you have anything to share with us, please do not hesitate to do so, as we expect feedback on our show. Remember, you can reach us on all our social media platforms. On Facebook at Nigerians in Diaspora Commission, on Twitter at NIDCOM_gov, on our Instagram page at NIDCOM_gov, on our YouTube page at NIDCOM_gov, and on our website at www.nidcom.gov.ng. You can also join us on DSTV at NTA Network on Friday at 10:30 a.m., on NTA International on Tuesday at 6 a.m. and 10:05 p.m., on NTA News 24 on Friday at 2:30 p.m. and on Sunday at 10:30 a.m. You can also join us on WAT TV on Thursdays at 9 a.m. and on WTV on Wednesdays and Sundays at 8 p.m. I remain your host, Koinsola Adetumbi. See you next time.